You just handed out the certificates for
Yeah.
a new group of judges.
Sure.
You've been here now for over 2 years training judges. If you compare that time span, what are the differences and what are the similarities that keep coming back?
I think the difference is in the way we deliver the course.
Yeah.
I think we have become more practical, and obviously our knowledge as trainers has improved. And so we take each month what the judges here tell us and try and use that to make the following month's program more effective.
Is that on demands from the participants, or is it within the team?
No, I mean the team spirit is to aim for perfection, obviously, by which I mean to use practical examples and to address specific issues that we know are of concern among judges here in Tunisia.
I was sitting in on one of the sessions and I could sense a sort of a challenging approach from the lecturers and from the setup. What is the thought behind that, and how does that work? And how do you follow up that?
Well, we're dealing with an intelligent professional audience, so we're not afraid to challenge them, and they're not afraid to be challenged. Human rights law in Tunisia doesn't have deep roots amongst the judiciary. That's why we're here. So where there's a need to teach and suggest a better human rights perspective, then we're willing to do that. And it's never been ill received.
No.
So we continue to challenge, and they challenge us on practical detail also.
What are the issues that keeps coming back as being, because during today's discussion there was intensity in some of the discussions. What are the usual topics that keeps coming back or strikes you as crucial and key for the participants?
Well, to be honest, the habitual observation is that judges have the appetite to implement human rights law and the desire for it, but they're overworked and their material conditions make that difficult to do. So that I think is the most common complaint that they have. It's never that they're not interested in the implementation of human rights. It's always that they wish they had more time in which to do so.
And in that respect, are you optimistic of what these courses can make, or are we just creating a gap between a nice course and a harsh reality?
Well, the reality for some of the judges in some areas of the country is harsh, but I am optimistic, mainly because of the positive feedback that we get. And there's reasons to be optimistic when we see how willingly they consider human rights issues and indicate how they themselves might implement international human rights law. There's reason to be optimistic despite the difficulties that they face.
To finish off with, at this instance, the world is watching Tunisia with an upcoming election and being sort of the hope of the Arab Spring still going on here. What is your message to the world on that aspect of Tunisia's role in the region?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm capable of delivering messages to the world, but I can observe certainly from my experience here that there is a real wish for progress and a desire among judges to bring Tunisia into a position where, as it was just after independence, there's a sense that Tunisia wishes to be in the avant-garde of the implementation of human rights law. And so it's not a message, it's an observation. I observe reasons to be positive and reasons to be optimistic about that subject.
Great. Is there anything you want to add?
No, I'm grateful to ILAC. I know every person who comes here to facilitate this training is also grateful, and every judge has expressed that same gratitude also. So well done for your belief in the project and for your support, your practical support for it.